So, like everything else around here, Lost Cause. Welcome back to Lost Cause Ranch. We're out here in Moab, and as you can see with the Eco Challenge, things have taken an interesting turn, pun intended. So in typical Land Rover fashion, we are gonna start off the first full day here in Moab, getting the wrenches out. So it turns out 1,250 miles on the swivel balls, decided to lose some of the grease, so we're gonna top that off. Probably a good idea.
I've never been impressed.
So we got Ted up there, unhooking the trailer off the Power Wagon. The hood is now popped in the Discovery, and we will tell you why here in a little bit. But more on that later. Looks like I'm gonna be driving Ted's rental Jeep. He's taking the Power Wagon. Yeah, fantastic. We'll explain that later. We're just gonna go have some fun while we're out here. The fun's just not gonna include the Eco Challenge, or as Ted likes to call it, the Eco Challenged. As it turns out, definitely not gonna have to worry about putting grease in CV joints. But we do have the back seat of the Jeep all kitted out for Sasha. So I guess we're gonna do Schaefer's Trail, which is more heights, which is obviously what I like to do. Which is obviously what I like to do. Sign back there just said caution, steep, narrow road ahead. Great. You can't even see the bottom. Sasha, what do you think? I guess that road down there that you can barely see is where we're gonna end up, I guess one way or another. There's the road we're gonna take. Sasha is staying on the mountainside, not looking over the edge. Power Wagon has to do a 3-point turn. I know it doesn't come across in video, but this is so neat. Another 3-point turn. We were just up there. I'm not a motorcyclist by any means, and I'm not sure what exactly is going on here, but every hairpin, this guy looks pretty sketched out. It kind of looks like it's not.
I think he's just coasting down the... Yeah, it's not right.
That would be freaking sketchy then. Yeah, no thank you.
You're kind of acting like you're driving a 3/4 ton.
Oh, it was so close. I thought that was the first one he was gonna make it. Well, there he made it. They ain't lying. Lost Cause Mom is happy to be at the bottom, but Ted had the altimeter up in the Power Wagon, and it looks like it was a 1,300-foot drop on that. That is freaking wild. I know the camera doesn't convey just how tall that is, but this alone was worth the trip to Moab, in my opinion. Quite the view, even though we're not doing it in the Eco. It doesn't even matter. That was still worth it. We got some buddies on the trail. Sasha, look. We're rock climbing. No, thank you. And there is the uranium mitigation thingy I was talking about in the last video. And right over there is where we're staying. Quite an interesting deal going on there. And here is the entrance to Hell's Revenge. This is one of those iconic trails.
Oh, the parking, we rolled it back down to the parking.
Right off the bat, we have a side-by-side taking the side part of that, quite literally. Hey, at least that guy still has steering. I wonder how Sasha liked the straight up and down. How was it, bud? Looks like Sasha wants to get in on the action.
Nice job.
Yeah, Iowa. So in typical Joe fashion, my phone just slid from right about where Tom's at down into the ravine. But hey, that's a pretty good screensaver. Nice Amazon case. Still works. Nice. I missed this guy coming up that same ravine. Got handed to a guy not afraid to take his brand new Bronco Raptor out. There's a whole lot of money sitting there, and as you can see, he's in what is called a Devil's Hot Tub right here. It's essentially like a straight up exit out of this. I feel like there's a little bit of cheating going on here. This thing's like 47 feet wide and has rear steer. Kind of drives right over the big hole. Now that right there is like the London bus of Moab Adventure Tour vehicles. So we are starting off on a cloudier day today. This is our last full day out here. We are still relying on Ted for transportation. He seems to be the only one that is prepared around here, i.e. not me. Still have a broken Land Rover, still wearing the appropriate shirt. Land Rover's only broken. I mean, it's kind of hilarious to drive 1,250 miles to come out to one of the best wheeling places in the country with our fun little 30-year-old Land Rover before we even were able to hit one single trail. Discover this. Turny, turny, no turny, turny. We now have Bluetooth steering. But no, what happened was I was gonna go make sure the swivel balls were still full. Turn the key on, unlock the steering wheel, went to turn it without the vehicle on, so no power steering, and it just, it spun all the rest of the splines off the steering U-joint. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm glad it happened here in the hotel parking lot and not out on the trails that could have been either dangerous and or more inconvenient. But it's freaking comical. So yeah, that lower joint down there where it meets the steering box is no longer connected, or at least connected correctly. But I think we're hitting Poison Spider today, so it should be kind of cool to see. Hell's Revenge yesterday was kind of a blast. It's neat seeing some of the iconic trails, especially when you're from Iowa. It's quite the different terrain out here. Probably passenger, so you don't hit the diff on that. All right, straight there. Come passenger a hair. All right, straighten it out. Yep. And you're coming down on the point with the driver tire right now. Yep, straight right out of there. Left a little tire there. Front tires, so I didn't have to hit them both at once.
Yeah.
That's cool.
There's a hole. This one of those other guys were chirping.
camera doesn't do it justice on the sketchiness factor. This little thing's called Tippy, for good reason. What you can't see is that it wants to kick you to the left side, and the left side is rolling off the side of this little hill, mountain thingy, which would definitely kind of ruin the day. This is all of us trying not to get blown off. And here happens to be the edge. Ow. You're good. Yep. All right, so what we're gonna do now is at least try and tighten it up enough to load it on the trailer. I mean, I guess it's a good thing Ted brings reliable stuff, because we're gonna be taking that back home. So that was a no-go on fixing the steering. The bolt into the U-joint is stripped out, as well as the U-joint itself. So, like everything else around here, lost cause. Ted's pulling the trailer and we're just gonna line it up. We backed the Eco up as far as we could go to give us enough real estate in front, and we'll just get the trailer straight on. Well, I guess that concludes our time in Moab. It was a blast, even without using the Eco. So much fun. It is very neat out here, and definitely gonna have to plan another trip, maybe with something more reliable than a Land Rover. Or maybe a more reliable Land Rover, if there is such a thing. But I'm not sure. But either way, we'll take the loaner Jeep back. Ted's gonna trailer the Eco, and all is good in the world. We picked up a few friends in Nebraska. You know what's great to come home to from your vacation? Driveway blocked by a tree. Like we already didn't have enough to fix. The yellow thing. The burn barrel has seen better days, along with a little wood rack.